Hi all, Cynthia here from NB Pretty Papers, back with a 12 by 12 layout. Today I'm going to use the Pinkfresh Studio case of the Blaz collection. I think that's the name of it. I received that in my monthly Kitaholic kit. Can't remember whether it was the current month or the month before, and I'm running a bit behind on kits at the moment, but anyway, I just received it recently. And when I saw these photos and just recently went to the movies, I thought this will be perfect. So the story behind the photos here are, I was on my way out for a girls' night out with some friends and was going to see the movie I Feel Pretty, which I didn't really know a lot about the movie, the basics, and that was about it. But as I was about to walk out the door, my son said, "Mum, can I take some pictures of you?" And so I just acted the goose and pulled some silly faces and struck some poses. Under his instructions, I had to strike up some poses. I never thought anything about it. Went to the movies, and this movie was absolutely hilarious. I rolled on the floor, I had tears, my stomach hurt. I just found it so funny. And as I said to the girls that I went with, this is not a movie that I would generally pick and go and see, but I found it hilarious. Anyway, so a couple of days later, I was going through my phone and I saw these photos, and to be honest, I was about to delete them. And then I thought, oh, hang on. This was before I went and saw the movie, which was all about I don't know, being confident and loving yourself and not really caring what other people think about yourself, and, you know, just embracing who you are. And I thought, well, anyway, I thought that would go perfect with the night. So this is what that layout is about. It's a little bit about the going to the movies and how funny this movie was, and it's a little bit about just me being comfortable in my skin and acting the goose and not caring too much about what people think. So what have I done? From the cut apart sheet, one of the papers is the cut apart sheet with 2 by 2 little squares. I thought I might struggle to use those as they are, so I decided to use the ones that have a bit of a solid colour to them to back my images, my photos. So I've cut out a stack there and have matted all my photos on them, and then I've cut out a few that have just little sayings on them that I think go well with what my layout's about. So the ones down the bottom, say good enough, basically awesome, crazy moments, weird, crazy, and cool. And I thought they went really well with what what the layout's about. So I put those down there, and the way that I've got them there quite now is just I threw them down and they looked good. I pushed them off in a little moment to stick everything down, and I just couldn't quite get them right again when I come back to put them back on the page. So they don't stay like that, but they do all stay on there in some form or another. Actually, no, looking, I can see that I switched one of them out for something else. So back to all my photos, and I decided that I want to have a little bit more colour around each photo. The 2 by 2 don't go across the whole photo, so I go back to the cut apart sheet and the papers that I've already laid behind the photos and cut them down and cut them up a little bit to make enough paper to go around all of the photos. So you can see there that I've done that. And I come back in soon if I haven't already done it. And the I Feel Pretty, because obviously it's a different photo to what the rest of them are, I popped that up off the page. You saw me earlier grab a frame from my stash which I decided just didn't go with the layout at all, but I was trying to make that photo a bit of a focal point, because obviously it's the odd one out and it was about what the movie was about. Didn't work, so I've decided that I will pop that photo up on some fun foam, and the other 3 photos I will lay down flat on the page. Now I've cut out a couple of more little cards, and now I'm trying to make them all work, and I've decided that I'm going to use this here because it's going to go with my title. I'll let you figure out what it may stand for. And I thought I would use this lot of Hilarious, and they were actually, initially they were just white thickers, really skinny thickers, and I painted them just using some acrylic paint, and actually looking at it now I don't mind it, but at the time when I was making the page I decided the colour just didn't quite go well with my layout, and I do take them off and put a different set of thickers on instead. And I'm not too sure which one I like the most. Let me know whether you like this Hilarious with the sort of the pinky red colour, or the ones that I'm putting down now, which are gold with a mixture of colours on it. So I go through, put these down, and then just to see which ones I like the most, and I do pull off the top ones and end up going with these ones, as I said. What else? So over on the left hand side you see that I have a little cluster there too. So I have a little speech bubble that I cut out of one of the 12 by 12 cards, 12 by 12, no, a 2-inch cut apart sheet card, and it just says do your thing, and then I have that other die cut that come from the embellishment pack that says Wild Child. And my title is down now in the spot that it's going to stay, and I tuck that card in there. You don't have to be perfect to be awesome. I thought once again that went well with the theme of the page. And I had that little space below that card that I wanted to put something in, so I pulled out these little sprigs and we'll tuck a couple of those around the page just to fill in some spots more than anything. Gone into my stash, and I actually think this set of thickers come in a different kit to what I got the Case of the Blahs in, but a couple of the stickers work out well. I think I put 3 down in the end. I put 1 down the bottom that says anything is possible, 1 across the photos which says hello beautiful, and another one will go up the top a little bit later that says you are the best. And there you go, that one's down. Then I went into my stash. I felt like I just wanted a little bit more, particularly some different textures on the page, so I went to see what else I could find, pulled out a big stack of stuff. Now I'm just going to go through to see what I can make work. Have both of these buttons left, or 2 of these buttons left, and I'm going to make them work because I'm sick of them being in the stash, so they are going on. And I have these little puffy don't get it out, Cynthia. What is it? Puffy? Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Puffy. I was saying that right. Yeah, puffy stickers, whatever you like to call them. Who knows? I'll just carry on. And I'm going to put a few of those little hearts scattered around. And what else? I really don't think I do too much more. It comes to the end of the layout very soon. Oh yes, I decided that I want to put a label underneath that little button there. So I go through the labels to see which one I think might work. That one's too green, the other one's too light green. So I end up with this one here that has a bit of a black diagonal stripe and some of the pink. And then I relayer the buttons back down where they were. And that's coming to the end of the page. There are some close-ups at the end, so stay around and have a look at those. As always, please give me a thumbs up if you liked the process video. Of course, always leave me comments. Love reading the comments. I'll try to answer back. And until next time, everyone, have a lovely day, a lovely week, or a lovely month, and I will catch you on the next video. Talk to you then. Bye.